Hello there all, lads and ladies, YouTubers. I've just picked another little model out of the stash. Another old kit, the 176 Airfix Tiger tank. It's just, this is a 2012 reboxing. I think this kit was originally first launched in 1972, but with this sort of curious scale of HO00, I think at the time it was related to the railways or railway models and that kind of thing at the time. Odd scale, but I think that was the reason anyway. It was something to do with the railways. Like I say, this is a Reebox 2012 model. I think it's discontinued now. You can only find this one in local stockists or your local model shop, you know, their own stocks. I think on the Airfix website this one's finally had its day. I think they've decided to discontinue it. Yeah, so yeah, old kit. There's a lot of people online have done some amazing things with these little 176 kits, especially since Airfix have reissued the Vintage Classics set. I mean, I was looking at those the other day. I was kind of shocked how many there are in the series. There's loads of them. I mean, as a kid, I can't remember them, you know, there being that many at all. When at that time, I didn't even make any. I just made, you know, a few aircraft and ships. So I thought I'd give one a go. It is an odd little scale, 176. I prefer 172, but from what I've seen, I think Airfix are gearing up to put out a whole load of new armoured fighting vehicles in like 1/35 scale and various other scales, so that should be interesting for those of us, well, not so much me, but others who are more interested in tanks and armour. Anyway, let's have a quick look at it. I've already started building it, sticking on a few of the ancillary parts, the track section, the wheels, the main tank body there. As you can see, there's not much detail on it. What I've actually started to do is I'm going to cut all these little holes out using what's basically something like a bradawl, which I've been using. But so when they're all cut out, I'll then put some backing on it. It'll give it an extra depth. I've also scribed a bit round there, but as you can see, I've put a few holes in. But you've got to be careful, otherwise you're going to totally mash up these little these little separation lines here in this, I presume some sort of air vent. But yeah, so that's going to be done. And the thing with any kit, I mean, the more I do, the more models I start to make, the more I realise that what is really important is your preparation. It really is. You know, clean the parts up. Almost get to know your parts. Get the flash off. I mean, incidentally, with this kit, there wasn't actually a great deal of flash on it. Not much at all, really, considering it's such an old tooling. But yeah, no, I do recommend that. Clean the parts, clean them up. Use your little scalpel knife carefully, your hobby knife. Get all the flash off. With this kit, the worst part was some of the injector pin marks, which were terrible. In fact, this had loads of large injector pin marks here. There were 4 massive ones. I filed those right down, and that was harder than it looked. So they're all gone. But I know you won't see them, but I thought they were just terrible, really. And here, on the actual gun barrel, if you turn it over, you can actually see right there, there's a terrible injector pin mark stuck right at the end of the barrel. So you'd have to take care when taking that off, otherwise you're going to snap the barrel, even though it's fairly strong. It'd be quite nice sort of a metal one on there. I mean, I suppose there are some wizards out there, they could do all sorts with these kits, but I'm just going to sort of plod away with it, see how it evolves, see if I can do anything with it, really. It's a very basic little kit, but it should be fun to make. I mean, in a way, they're quite timeless kits in some ways, because they are so simple, and yet there's so much you could actually do with it. You know, just down to your own level of skills, like anything. So this is going to be first little tank build in a long while. Yeah, so I'm not going to waffle on much longer about it. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I will do. We'll show you the box art on the back. That's not bad. It's your typical clear Airfix diagram illustration. It's quite, you know, pretty straightforward. Nice delineation, you know, illustrations. You can't really go wrong with that. It's very clear. So that's the Panzerkampfwagen, the 6th Tiger. Tiger 1, German Army version 1, North Africa. Oh, it's 2 versions, a North African version, 1943, and the Normandy, Northern France version, June 1944. So, if you know your stuff, if you know your military models, you know your armoured fighting vehicles, which I don't really, I'm sure you can make a lot of other variations on this, a lot of paint variations, a lot of camo variations. Yeah, typical Airfix box. There we are. There's the two versions you can make. Skill level 2, 1 fly hour. So that's my little waffle over for the Tiger 1 tank, and I look forward to getting my teeth into that thing shortly. Once the well, I've got concurrent builds going on. There's the Victor, and the other little. Got the Stuka, the JU87, plus the Revel 172, the Sea Hurricane. So I've got some nice little projects on the way at the moment. So thanks for listening and watching, and take care. Happy modelling. See you all in the next video. Bye for now.